History of my oldest ancestors of whom I am very proud descend. June 4, 1094, dies due to an arrow that hit him when he was besieging Huesca, Sancho I, King of Aragon and Pamplona in Navarra, Sancho V, my 28th grandfather, 12 times my grandfather. He ordered the construction of the castles of Law, Obanos, Monteiro, Artesona, Castellisca. His body was taken to the Monteiro monastery and later transferred to San Juan de la Pina, where he is buried. Sancho I, King of Aragon and Pamplona in Navarra, Sancho V, named Sancho Ramirez, was born in 1040 and died on June 4, 1094. He was the son of Ramiro I, King of Aragon and Gisberga de Biga, paternal grandson of Sancho III the Great, King of Navarre and Castile and Sancho de Ibar, and maternal grandson of Bernard I Roger, Count of Foy and Garcenda de Biga. Sancho I, King of Aragon, also called Sancho Ramirez, was King of Aragon between 1063 and 1094 and of Pamplona between 1076 and 1094. Known as Sancho I of Aragon and as Sancho V of Pamplona, he was the son of Ramiro I of Aragon and Gisberga of Biga. He married his first marriage, possibly in 1065, with Isabel de Urgel, from whom the future King Pedro I of Aragon was born. Biography. He succeeded his father in 1063. He took Barbastro from the Muslims in 1064, with the support of Ermengol III of Urgel, Count of Urgel, who died in the conflict, although in the following year, Ahmed al-Muqtadir, King of Taifar of Zaragoza, had requested the help from all of Al-Andalus, calling on the jihad and recovering Barbastro again, in 1065. It must be remembered that Barbastro was the capital of the northeastern district of the Kingdom of Zaragoza and the key to the rich Cinca floodplain, as well as the seat of an important market. In 1068 Sancho Ramirez, Sancho I of Aragon, traveled to Rome to consolidate the young Kingdom of Aragon by offering himself in vassalage to the Pope. This link is documented even in the amount of tribute of 600 gold marks per year agreed to pay the Kingdom of Aragon to the pontifical state. A possible link was alleged between this feudal vassalatic relationship with the lineage weapons and the color of the threads of the lemniscus ribbons from which the papal seals hung with the emblem of golden clubs of gules that constituted, from Afonso II of Aragon onwards, the heraldic symbol of the King of Aragon. The King of Navarre, Sancho Garces IV of Pamplona, cousin of Sancho Ramirez, was murdered by his own brother Ramon, in 1076, who threw him off a high cliff during a hunt. The Navarrese, not wanting to be governed by fratricide, elected Sancho Ramirez as their king, who incorporated the crown of Pamplona into that of Aragon. In 1078, Sancho Ramirez devastated the fields of Zaragoza, built the fortress of Castella, and later forced the Muslim governor of that city to pay tribute. In 1083 he seized the castle of Graus, Pedratallada, and Ayerb, which he ordered to repopulate. The conquest of the plain was ensured with the construction of castles that served as a launching pad for conquests and later as protection for the conquered lands. He ordered the construction of the castles of Law, Obanos, Monteiro, Artesona, Castellisca, etc. In the year 1086, having conquered Monza, he offered this square, with the title of kingdom, to his son Infante Pedro, who was already from Sobrarbe and Ribagorza. To establish cordial relations with Castile, he helped Alfonso VI in the Battle of Sagrajas, 1086, and in the defense of Toledo, 1090, and finally signed a treaty of mutual aid with El Cid Campeador, my 31st grandfather, 5 times my grandfather, 1092. He completed the siege of Huesca by fortifying Abiego, La Bata, and Santa Eulalia la Maya, 1092. He died on June 4, 1094 due to an arrow that hit him when he was besieging Huesca. His body was taken to the Monteiro monastery and later transferred to San Juan de la Pina. During his reign the Roman Rite was introduced into several monasteries under his jurisdiction, 1071. Family and descent. Sancho Ramirez, King of Aragon and Pamplona and Navarra, married his first marriage, possibly in 1062-1063, with Isabel de Urgel, daughter of Count Ermengol III of Urgel and Clemencia de Biga. He divorced in 1071. From this union was born Pedro I of Aragon, also known as Pedro Sanchez the Catholic, King of Pamplona and Aragon, married twice, the first, in Jaca in 1086, with Agnes of Aquitaine, and the second, in Huesca on the 16th of August, 1097, with Berta. Sancho Ramirez married in second marriage with Felicia de Rusi, my 28th grandmother, 12 times my grandmother, daughter of Hilduino IV of Montero, Count of Ramarupt. From this union were born Fernando Sanchez de Aragon, called Fernando in honor of his paternal grandfather's brother, who married Dona Maria Alvarez de Castro, my 27th grandparents, 12 times my grandparents. Afonso I of Aragon, also called Afonso Sanchez the Battler, King of Pamplona and Aragon, married to Urraca of Leon and Castile. Ramiro II of Aragon, or Ramiro Sanchez the Monk, born on April 24, 1086, and died on August 24, 1157, King of Aragon, married to Inés de Aquitania and Poitou, my 27th grandparents, 4 times my grandparents. Sancho Ramirez also had a daughter from an unknown mother, Pale C. Sanchez, Viscountess of Monteiro, who married Gaston Oleron, Viscount of Bern, my 27th grandparents.